Good afternoon, Group A. I hope everybody's doing well on this somewhat rainy Wednesday. We are now in week number 4. So I wanted to circle back and just give you some feedback on the group assignment from week number 3. So the Group A, we had Jen, David, Amelia, Nick, Jess, and Grace, and then Haley. And I will quickly go down here to the actual group discussion. And before I even get really into any of the context, I just wanted to say that going through each one of your analysis, Jen, Grace, David, Amelia, Nick, Jess, Haley, I thought each one of these sections was expertly done. And what I mean by that is you did the analysis, you didn't go overboard, but what I really want to thank everybody for was the group discussion that you had, very thoughtful discussion that you had on each one of these sections. Now, there are a couple of things that stuck out. Jan did, a very thorough job actually going through, using the checklist. And I did want to mention just one thing in here. The discussion really centered around grounded theory. Now, a grounded theory is nothing more than starting with data and analyzing the data, and it could be analyzing the students, their emotions. And then from the data, you are developing an actual theory. So it's different than starting with the theory and then you're maybe testing the theory on various groups. This one, you're really not starting with a theory. You're starting with data. And that is kind of the nutshell of a grounded theory. The other thing that came out was really prior knowledge. And in here, I think this was in, I can't remember, I'm pretty sure this was in Jen's portion where it talked about, right here, priority framework. Really, it's all that means is just prior knowledge. This is grounded in Latin. So if you just think about it, about the prior knowledge, the prior information that was brought to the table, the prior research, and leave it at that. But I really don't want to beat this to death. Everybody, if you go through individually when you're writing your qualitative critique on this particular article, if you go through each one of the sections, read them, read the thoughtful responses, and you have all of the bones for writing your own paper. And, this was, I have to say, this was an exceptional group from a discussion standpoint. You did just what I was hoping you would do. And there is just one other thing I wanted to talk about. And let me go back. Let's go back to the topic. Okay, down here. Haley. Haley does, I could do this for each one of the sections, but I'm not going to because you can read those and take a look at it. I think Haley brought up some really good points about this study, and it's not just her, but the group talked about the connection with the teacher, the instructor, the professor, and the students, and knowing them. So I would agree with that. I think that might not be the best approach. And Haley says, all that being said, and you can read through that, I'd rate this study as a medium for transferability. And I would agree with that. It's not a perfect set of research. And what I'm most interested in everybody when you are writing your own is to take a look at everything that Haley put in here. Take a look at what Dave says, Jen, Nick, Jess, and come up with your own. You can agree with Haley, But what I do not want you to do is copy and paste any one of the sections into your paper. Now, if you wrote it, you can do that. You can use that. But please, this was a group assignment. The intent of the group assignment was for you to think about, analyze, write your section, but then consider the points your group made, your classmate, your group mates made. So that's it out of me. 5 minutes. Great job with the discussion post in week number 3. And good luck writing your qualitative critique. If you have any questions, you can always contact me, send me an email. We have a drop-in Zoom tomorrow night at 7 p.m. And as long as it's not too in-depth or too specific to your group, you can ask the question there. So, okay, everybody, great job with week 3, and good luck writing your paper. Bye.